I don't know how we stumbled onto this topic, but we haven't left the topic when we're, in commercial breaks here. Cardinals, Seahawks, and the Kyler Murray topic of, if you're Kyler Murray, would you try to play baseball? Now, he was asked about this yesterday. He was on CBS Sports with Tiki and Turney, and he just asked if he missed baseball, and Kyler Murray had this to say.
I miss baseball for sure. Just being in the box, being out there with the guys, competing. I know I'm where I'm supposed to be at. I don't think, if I would have chose baseball, I think I would have been missing the hell out of football a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I wish I could do both.
You could.
I'd never. So,
you could.
I definitely feel like I could. I never say never, but as of right now, man, I'm having fun doing what I love.
That's the right decision. That, yeah, it could happen, but he's got other things to worry about right now. This is his second year in the NFL, and he's having a wonderful season. And, you don't want to have somebody go, I still love baseball. I still miss it, still want to play. Remember Anthony Edwards, the number one pick overall, in an interview with ESPN said, man, I'd love to be drafted by the NFL. I mean, I really love football. And then people weren't sure. Oh, does he really love basketball? Well, Minnesota still took him number one overall. But Kyler Murray, can he play? I don't think he can play regular season baseball, but you go to spring training, just like Russell Wilson did. And maybe you spend a week there. Maybe you get, 10, 15 at-bats there. Have a little bit of fun out there. But it always helps when you've accomplished something, when you want to try to accomplish something else. You can't go, hey, man, I've had a bad year. I'd like to go play some baseball. Russ won a Super Bowl and then said, I'd like to go to the Rangers training camp and maybe play a little second base. Nobody had a problem with that. Yeah, McLovin.
Kyler Murray has been running the same offense since he was in 7th grade. He doesn't need training camp. He's fine. And he's just a rare, no one's ever been drafted that high in two sports. He's a freak in every way. Even Bo wasn't like a top 10 pick in baseball.
Yeah, but people don't, it's the perception of, are you giving everything to play the position of quarterback? How much time are you devoted? Oh, you got to make up your mind. Do you want to be an NFL quarterback? I'm just saying this is how the media will approach this, and then he has to answer these questions. So if he said to me, which he probably wouldn't since we didn't have much to talk about last time we crossed paths, but I would say, understand the media is going to be questioning your commitment to the NFL. And if you have a good response to that, or you don't care about that, then fine. But if you start to slip up, you have a slow start next season, then they're going to be saying, what were you doing in the offseason? Why were you playing baseball in the offseason? Not that it would impact his play, in my opinion. I just think when you've accomplished something and then you say, I want to do something else, then I think you're going to face far less criticism. Yeah, Paul.
I think what McLovin is saying is he could do it. He has the ability to obviously play both.
Yeah.
I mean, he would get a monster contract if he dropped football. But from a actual standpoint, he's the quarterback. He's not a backup linebacker. And can you imagine if he went and played for the Diamondbacks, for a season? Actually, let's say he was 27. Well, the Arizona Cardinals wouldn't allow that because if he played well and they made it deep into the playoffs, he wouldn't be showing up to their facility till November 5th or 6th, and they'd be paying him $45 million a year.
Yeah. Yeah, McLovin.
But didn't Bo leave the Royals? He just did part of a season. He was even an all-star. I have no idea.
But he's a running back. I mean, the quarterback is different. The quarterback can't go, hey, I'll be back in week 7.
Right, but I'm saying Bo just ditched the Royals midseason. I'm thinking like Kyler could. Paulie's saying the baseball team wouldn't let him go. I think the baseball team, just as exhibition, would let him
I don't
play.
think that's correct. I think if the Royals went into the playoffs with Bo Jackson, he would have stayed because I know he joined the Raiders midseason. I don't think he would have been allowed to leave like September 22nd.
I don't think this is happening anytime soon. I don't think it, maybe I'm not surprised he says he misses baseball. I mean, he was going to be a baseball player. And then I think he surprised everybody, including himself, with that season at Oklahoma, and then realized their NFL teams, looking at what's happened with some of these other quarterbacks, including Russell Wilson and then Cliff Kingsbury. If Cliff Kingsbury doesn't go to Arizona, I don't know if Kyler Murray goes, hey, I'm going to be the number 1 overall pick. I don't know where he would have been selected. But Cliff Kingsbury said, that's the guy I want, even though we just spent a first-round pick on Josh Rosen. And therefore, the decision was easier. He was walking in and going to start. If he played baseball, he wouldn't be up in the major leagues for a couple of years. It's really rare for a draft pick to all of a sudden walk in and then go to a major league team. He'd be in the minor leagues, might be double A, might be triple A. Football, played right away.